Hi, in today's video, we are going to understand intersection between gut microbiome, some wearable diagnostic devices which we have been provided, and the microbiology behind. So before that, let's understand what is fermentation, like what is gut fermentation. Gut fermentation basically is an anaerobic metabolic process in which is carried out by gut microbiome when oxygen is absent, and it occurs mainly in the large intestine like colon, and bacteria break down undigested carbohydrates like fiber, resistant starch, oligosaccharides, and they produce gases. Now, why does fermentation happen in the gut? Because the large intestine has very low oxygen levels, which is perfect for anaerobic bacteria, and diverse microbial populations capable of breaking down complex carbohydrates humans cannot digest. Now, human enzymes cannot digest certain plant fibers, like microbes take over for that. In this, we have to understand that how a simple breath can reveal the health of our gut. So, we have often seen people come up with problems like bloating, abdominal discomfort, or feeling full. We often think of breath as something which is associated only with lungs. But in reality, your breath carries chemical signals that come from deep inside your digestive system. We'll understand this in gut microbiome and gas production. So, gut microbiome has trillions of bacteria which live in our intestines, and they digest the food we cannot fully digest. They also ferment carbohydrates and fibers. The type of gases we produce after the food digestion, they actually represent the type of gut microbiota you have, what kind of microbiome you have. So the main gases which are produced in this are hydrogen, methane, and carbon dioxide. Let's understand why are these gases important. First is hydrogen. Hydrogen is produced when bacteria ferment undigested carbohydrate, and high hydrogen often means rapid fermentation. Sudden spikes, typically, they follow meals rich in fast fermenting fibers, sugars. Second is methane. Methane is produced by a specialized group called methanogen bacteria, and high methane is often linked with slower gut motility and constipation. Then we have carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide acts as a baseline fermentation gas, which is also an indicator of overall microbial fermentation rate. So thus, too much hydrogen means carbohydrate malabsorption, which is SIBO. SIBO is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And then we have too much methane, which can lead to constipation and slowed gut movement. Carbon dioxide can help normalize breath volume detection. How do gases produced in your intestine end up in your breath? So the walls of our intestine, they allow these gases to pass through into the bloodstream, and from there the blood carries them into your lungs. It's the same way it carries oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now, once the gases reach the lungs, they are simply exhaled. So every breath we take, it carries tiny amount of gases that originated in your gut. And this is why breath analysis becomes a window into gut function. This is the detailed mechanism. In this, you can see here we have small intestine. The food is being absorbed here. The sugar absorbs through the bacterial fermentation. The bacteria, they act upon it, and hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and methane gases are being released. Then they are being taken up, absorbed by the bloodstream. They're going to the lungs, being absorbed by the lungs, and that's how they come up in the breath test.